Our Prophet was good.
All right. What's up, brother?
Everything good, man. You've been in the news recently.
Yeah. It's making a big splash out there, man.
Okay, so we're going to talk about the whole Stacey Dash situation. So let's take it from the beginning. When did you guys first start hooking up?
Oh man, well, that Stacey Dash thing, man. That's that's like in the past. I'm embarrassed for real to talk about that young lady. With the things she's been saying. That's in the past. That girl's she's a clown, dog.
Okay, but you guys were in a relationship for a while.
Well, I mean, we knew each other. We just say that. I can't even claim that. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all
she's
was just
not even part. She's not even part of this. There's something out there you just can't claim no more, man.
all right. So y'all was just kicking it. Is what you say.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, but she did get pregnant at one point.
Man, she got. I got hacked, man. I got hacked, man. That's all I can tell you about that, man.
Okay,
You know.
so the whole abortion thing, you're saying you didn't put that out there yourself.
Nah, I didn't put that out there. I don't know who put that out there.
Okay, but what you did put out there was something on your Instagram. Now, that's your stuff, right? You weren't hacked in that case.
Yeah, I wasn't hacked.
Okay, so Stacey went on, I believe it was Fox, and she said a few things. She said that there shouldn't be a BT, there shouldn't be a BT Awards, there shouldn't be a Black History Month. And when you heard that, what did you think?
Man, I was like, what is this girl thinking? Like, man, you got to be high. Something seriously going wrong with you to come out your mouth like that. I mean, considering BET was one of the first networks that gave her start. It seems like for you to use BET to come up, and then you reach a certain level of success. It seems like okay, now you're just like okay, forget the black culture, black entertainment, and you don't really fully value what that. Oh, and she was a part of that. So when I heard that shit, I was like, this girl's out of her mind.
Okay, well, you did an Instagram post, and you said your views on Black culture and people of color as a whole are fucking terrible. I wonder, do you truly love yourself? And this is coming from a brother that had genuine love for you since day one as a fan, artist, lover, and creator. Many young sisters look up to you. Ask yourself, do you really love black babies?
True.
Okay. Well, when you guys were together, did she, express any of these similar views to you?
Like I said, man, I can't claim that girl at all. I mean, I've been knowing her views for some time. I think she's been putting out some things, over the years, with her being, per se a Republican and being on Fox News, you know, I never knew that she felt that deep about it. I say that, I didn't think she would go that far with it. Uh, I don't know what has made her change over the years. Back in the day when she was doing the the cluelesses and things of that nature. You know, she seemed to be a normal person. But I guess over the years, with success and people getting in her head, I believe, you know, uh, something has occurred with that young lady. I don't know if it happened as a child and it just came to fruition now, but she's fucked up, man.
Well, in a couple of your Instagram posts, you mentioned skin bleaching. You said skin bleaching is poisonous, and oh, I didn't mean to take a bath with the bleach. I'm clueless. So, are you saying that the Stacey bleaches her skin?
I mean, I would say, look, look at her skin now. She don't seem like she's the same tone to me. I mean, would you say she's the same color?
Well, sometimes it's hard to tell because when you're on TV or when you're on a red carpet, there's so many flashes that go off that it's hard to do an apples to apples comparison. So I don't know. I've never actually met her,
Man,
but from your point of view, are you saying that in person her skin looks lighter now than it used to?
I I think something she has taken something to make her skin a little bit lighter. I think I've seen some different people over the years, different celebrities, and actually, I don't know what it is. It's some type of chemical or a pill that they take, and it's able to lighten up their skin. And what I found is, is some people out there feel like they'll be better received by the wider audience, if you will, if they become lighter. That's why you see a lot of that bullshit on magazines. You know damn well, such and such ain't that light. You get washed and things of that nature. So I would, in my best opinion, I'd say yeah, she done did something to her skin.
I
She
mean,
done had some work done.
I mean, you've seen a few celebrities get their skin bleached over the years. Um, I mean, there is Vibes Cartel, the reggae artist. He used I forgot what kind of soap it was called, but it was a soap that lightens your skin. He went from really dark to super super light. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And there was also the was it Sammy Sosa who uh, who bleached his
Oh
skin?
yeah, it's something about man. People it goes in. It happens to people's psyche. I believe it's a certain insecurity that people have and grow up with. With the things that they see, the things that they hear, especially when a person's really dark. From what I've found is even a lot of young kids. I'm in and out of the school system here and whatnot, and I've even heard a young sister. I'm talking about 10 or 11. Tell me that you know every day she literally washes her skin to try to wash her skin
Mm.
to be lighter because she's picked on because she's called darky and things of that nature. And that's what they want is to be a lighter skin. They just feel like they'll look better, they'll be perceived better.
Yeah.
And so it's just something that I haven't uh, ever experienced. Of course, I'm more of a light skinned brother. I've never been a chocolate brother, but particularly like you said, people from other countries where black people are a lot much darker. They come over here and they want to be receiving by a wider audience, and they feel like, oh, I mean, it's just like in terms of a lot of black men, feel like with their success, hey, you get a white woman, a dog, and whatnot. You surround yourself. You find your team. Is your agents. Your agents not black. You don't surround yourself with those brothers, but those are the people that you came up with. I don't have no problem with interracial relationships and things of that nature. But when it comes to you bleaching your damn skin, man, that's too much. But to each his own.
Well,
But
this goes back to slavery times where light skinned black people were treated better because a lot of times they were, the offspring of the master. So they would be allowed in the house. They would be, get better food. They weren't forced to work in the fields, and you know that seems to have carried on, hundreds of years later. Unfortunately, do you think that that's the root of it?
yeah, I mean that's definitely the root of it. And with that being said, as time goes by and we still dealing with like the just the segregation of just the whole economic process here in America. It's segregation in neighborhoods, it's segregation here, and when people seem to reach a certain level, they feel like they want to be accepted by people that hadn't accepted them at first. But because they have access, they want to move into this craft, and they really not understanding. For whatever reason that you rose to that success, you got there because you were who you were. Now, if you don't like who you are, that's a problem within yourself. And little do you know, behind your back, they're laughing at you. That's what I think. So it's a lack of self love from the get go. And I think the whole light skin, dark skin thing that still is an issue. Every now and then it'd be like you might see a couple dark skinned brothers and they the ones for a couple years that's on all the major movies. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Wesley Snipes and all that. You know,
Right.
and you know, you all the brothers. Oh man, you know, Chopper's in. You know, then you get the light skinned brothers. They run in for a couple years. They get a couple roles. At the core of it, it's kind of a serious thing. You know, we kind of take it lighthearted, but some people take it into a deeper issue and are really affected by some of the things that we as black people say, and you know, of course, as white people say, as a culture, it's just some crazy shit.
Yeah. Well, you would put up an Instagram post of Uncle Ruckus with a picture of Stacey Dash, you know, where his face should be. And is that basically how you feel? Like the Uncle Ruckus character on the Boondocks, for those that don't know, is a black man who thinks he's white and he has reverse Largo. And you ever watch the Boondocks?
Just a couple times, man.
Yeah. He claims he has reverse Largo, where he was white, but suddenly he turned black. Whereas, you know, black people who have Largo are black and they turn white. So, you know, his whole thing is that he hates black people and he wants to be white and so forth. So you essentially put her face on his body.
I mean, for the moment, I thought it was quite fitting. You know, I was sitting around with the homies, man. We just like, man, this is ridiculous. You know, I don't know. She's clowning, so you know, evidently she feels this way. You know, so if you want to put yourself in this type of plot, you know, let's just stir it up. You know, I'm just gonna have fun with it. You know, her people's reached out to me.
Oh,
and,
yeah? Well, she reached out to you. You would put up, like, I guess, a text message of her asking you to take that down.
Well, I mean, her management hit me up
Mm-hmm.
and was just like, you know, they basically wanted me to try to help the situation out with her comments and try to get people to lay off of her.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you know, really where I'm at, you can't take those comments back. You know, it's a lot of people, you know, around the world that's fucked up, quite frankly, over those comments. Like, man, how could you just turn your back completely on, you know, I think what's today is the NAACP Image Awards.
Right.
Okay, so there shouldn't be no NAACP Image Awards, you know.
Well, she actually said that shit. There shouldn't be an Image Awards.
I mean, that's ridiculous. So, you know, when the management hit me up, and, you know, of course she's surrounded, you know, I don't know really what, you know, from what I understand, they might have had, I got a relationship going on, you know, that ain't none of my business. But, you know, I couldn't be a part of that. I just, you know, I'm just like, I'm going to do what I do. She do what she does. And we just keep it moving.
Well, with Gabrielle Union, she made some comments. She was asked about Stacey Dash, and she called her a crazy woman. And she said that there definitely needs to be an Image Awards and a BET Awards and everything else like that. You saw that?
On TMZ?
I
think
so.
it was on. I think I might have seen some on TMZ or something. She was walking somewhere.
Yeah, it was a red carpet.
Yeah. I think I might have seen them say she'll whoop her ass too or something. I don't know. I might have asked that. I don't know. Well, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Well, you know, one of the things that she said recently was she actually applauded that a white actor is going to be playing Michael Jackson in an upcoming movie. What are your thoughts on that?
Who said that?
Well, I mean, it's been established like that there's a white actor that's going to be playing Michael Jackson in an upcoming movie.
Right.
And Stacey Dash actually applauded the fact that there will be a white actor playing Michael Jackson, whereas a lot of people like Chris Brown are really upset. And I believe even Michael Jackson, in an interview with Oprah a while back, said that if there was a movie about him, he'd want a black actor to play him.
You know, we hold Jacksons up to a high esteem as a family. No matter, you know, all through the changes or whatnot, you know, they've done some great things for a lot of people and inspired a lot of people of all colors. And, you know, but he let you know, look, man, I'm a black man. There should nobody else should be playing me other than someone of color. And, you know, for us, I mean, I feel like that's just a big smack in the face, you know, once again. It's one after another of just like, it's not even snubs. This shit is just ridiculous. It makes no sense. And, you know, I get a lot of people, you know, well, some people that just don't understand because they don't know what it is to be a person of color. And they just never really seen the other side. So they like, why you always complaining? But come on, how you gonna have a white man playing Michael Jackson? Stop that. Come on, man.
Yeah,
That ain't right.
I thought that was pretty silly, actually.
That's ridiculous. But the powers that be, they have the money to fund the movies. They don't give a shit. I mean, come on, man. You still see, man, it's supposed to be a Chinese movie. They had white people playing. I mean, come on, dog. That ain't right.
Well, I mean, but Hollywood's been doing that. Like, remember, like The Last Samurai starring Tom Cruise? Like, remember that shit?
Come on, man. They have put a white woman on there and she's playing a Latina. I mean, it's just like, come on, give us some jobs. We're not the ones who's greenlighting the movies.
No.
The favorite cliche. I have a lot of friends that's white. I have nothing against white people or anybody. I love all people,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean that. But when you're a person who don't recognize who you are, and have such a lack of security to where you feel like you have to be somebody else or play somebody else, that's just all fucked up. That's where I have a problem. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, to be fair, Stacey Dash is a beautiful woman. And some people are going to look at this and say, our prophet may be hating right now because maybe she turned him down and she doesn't want to be with him anymore. And this is his way of lashing out. But what do you say to that?
I would say, stop it. Look at the things that she said. Look at the things that she's doing. And she's not stopping. She may bring out a comment to try to recant this, but she'll go on and say something else dumb. I'm talking about merely what I thought was a beautiful person, and I guess deep inside, somewhere deep inside, she really is. I kind of feel sorry for her. Like I said, when they called, oh man, can you put some things out there where you can kind of get people to maybe lighten up off of her? Like, I thought about it, but it's just, at that point, it's just I can't help you. I can't help you. So as far as hating, hating's not in my blood. Sometimes I get upset of different things that go on in my life, and I think everybody might have hated a couple times in their life. I mean, if they haven't, they lying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But for the basis, man, I'm just a balanced guy, and I call it like I see him. I like to see everybody succeed. I'm a winner myself, and that's. Me being our prophet, man, I love all my people. I'm the type of guy, I try to help as many people as I can. So as far as all the hating shit, that's got nothing to do with this, dog.
All right. Well, that's what it is,
I don't
man.
want them.
That's what it is. Well, listen, man.
You can have a black.
No, I'm good.
You good?
I'm good.
Make sure people check out that I'm our prophet. And the website is imrprofit.com. Holler, do whatnot. And then I know you had, I think you had talked to him and you was asking about the whole group thing or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And so, that just, with what we had already talked about, everything just kind of went left with it. You know what I'm saying? So I had to just remove my whole self from that situation. I walked away from $2 million from that situation. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is.
Yeah, well, I mean, we were talking before we started taping that I had actually worked with you guys with the Nappy Roots as a group on the Tupac Rap Phenomenon project back in like 2004. And I thought that what you guys put together was really dope. And it's like a timeless piece of music. I appreciate you guys working with me back then.
Yeah, man. Them was the days, man. I was there. I didn't leave the group until 2007. Of course, it was 6 of us. So at the time, you were just kind of navigating. Okay, we just getting our whatnot. But yeah, we definitely was happy to be a part of that project. Since then, I've been working on my own solo project, man. So that's what I got lifting off. I got a new single called Twerk Contest. You can check that out. I got some snippets on imrprofit.com. Matter of fact, you can download that for free. Matter of fact, I got a song. Some people call him the Stacey Dash Diss. We'll run with it. Where I kind of mentioned, how a lot of women not really knowing their worth nowadays. So I just, put together a record, just letting them know, a star is who you are. You're a queen. You know what I'm saying? So I just felt like this star record is going to be pretty good. And, y'all definitely got to check out that.
Him kind of crying and me crying. So, it was no more words. A couple of days later, they tell me he died.
How did you feel when they said that? I mean, did you know that he was gonna die when you saw the tubes? No, you just pulled through.
No. Give me a second.
To go through all you went through, and your end result is being killed in a drive-by. Affiliation is like way beyond the aspect of because you could have been here and left a way better mark.